Hello and welcome back to the channel. What we're going to be doing today is doing some bulb upgrades. So what we're going to do is upgrade the headlamp bulbs to an Osram NightBreaker. This is just an example box because the front of that one's missing. To Osram NightBreaker, ignore the silver bit, they are the latest laser updated ones. I'll just get the box a bit closer so you can see them. They've got like a kind of cutout with blue glass, but these are HB4 bulbs. I took them out of a previous Toyota that I used to own, so they're practically brand new, and I'm going to put them in, as well as doing the 501 headlamp side light bulb upgrade. And while I'm on, since I'm removing the indicators on this car, I'm just going to stick 2 new amber bulbs in. I'm not going to go on too much about this particular kind of car. This video is more about upgrading of the bulbs. So we'll turn around. What I'm going to do is I'll show briefly now what it's like as the car stands, but what I'll do is I'll do one side and then we can do a comparison. So that's your average kind of looking dim, side light bulbs, and onto the main dip beam, as you can see. And I'm only going to make a note on this video, we're not doing anything like HIDs or LED bulbs, because in this type of lens, they're not worth doing the upgrade. As you can see in the bin here, I've found some old stock I had lying about. I've got LED ones there. They are massively brighter, but unless you have a projector lens, they don't work. These kind of lenses here are not designed for LED or HID, so it will be an MOT fail. So the best way to keep to the best side of the law is just keep to the best possible upgraded halogen xenon bulb you can get, like these. I haven't used these before. I usually use Osram, but I'll give them a go. They're only £12 on Amazon, and normally these ones here were only a tenner. They're the NightBreaker silver, which means they don't have any of the blue glass on them, but they claim to be up to 100 times brighter. I don't know about that, but they're certainly better than a standard bulb. But this is just an example. This is an H7. These H7 ones, again, are only about 12 quid for them. But these are really expensive on this car because they've got like the bulb, like a holder on the bottom of them with a plug. The only reason I think these are about 30-40 pound, these. Hence, I took them out of a car before I sold it. And I've got them lying down spare, so I just thought, why not? May as well use them. So I'm just going to put the camera here. Again, well, we'll come back. Cars can be awkward. Anybody who comes into here asking me to change a bulb, I never just think, they say it's just a 5-minute job. No, it never is. I mean, look at this car, for example, here. You've got the battery, the slam panel, and there's the bulb down there. See that? You can't even get your hand in, Or we can go removing the battery, and you might be able to get in. But on the other side, you've got the screen wash bottle, and hidden down there is the ABS pump, which cannot be removed. So that, I was thinking to myself, this is going to be a nightmare. So, this can be relevant to a Toyota Corolla, if you own one of this age. If not, I'm just simply using this as a demonstration vehicle. So, I was looking at this vehicle thinking, well, I'm not taking the battery out, and it doesn't matter anyways, because if you took the battery out, the ABS pump sits at that side, and that's not something you can just remove because it's got like about 5 or 6 brake pipes going to it. So I was thinking, well, I wonder, these look like, I don't know if this is the way Toyota designed this. If they did, thumbs up to them. If they didn't, it's just been a good accident. So there's one Phillips screw that you simply take out of the top of this lens here. I'll just switch this light on so I can see what I'm doing. And you push a little tab in on the inside of the wing, like that, and out it comes. I'll just disconnect the bulb for now, so this isn't hanging on the wing. Again, see what I mean about Toyotas and why I like them. 20-year-old car, nothing broken, nothing smashed. If this was a rental or something, Again, to this point as well, this amber bulb here, it's starting to look a little bit pale, and there's also a bit of peel to the orange on it. So we're going to, I'll change that when I've done the bulb. So first things first, never touch halogen bulbs. These kind of bulbs aren't too bad. Like an indicator bulb, for how long it's on, you're probably okay. But saying that, I bet you that the damage to this bulb area here is maybe from somebody touching it. So what we'll do is we'll remove this because it's getting thrown away, and I'll just show you up close what I mean. If I rub that area off there, See all that on my fingers? So this bulb on that area there is flashing out white light on your indicator. And how busy the roads are today, you want to be able to have as much pure orange light as you can to make things clear. So that's going to be getting replaced with one of these. Just note I'm holding the base of them. For a new one, as you can see, they're looking a little bit sort of tired now. They're 20 years old. So that's what we'll be doing last of all, because I'm not going to be doing them until I get into here. So we'll give this a try. Let's see. This would have been a whole battery out job and everything. Straight away, we can get into here, and there we go. There's one bulb out. As you can see, they're just your standard ones. They're just about as bright as a candle. So we're going to upgrade them for the new LED ones. And second of all, I think this bulb is incorrect. Because if you notice, down there, how it's sitting at an angle, yet the driver's side one is sitting perfectly down over. And when you look inside, the bulb is sitting again behind the projector lens. It's sitting at an angle. So I believe this bulb has been fitted incorrectly at some point by somebody. So we're just going to go in and see if I can get my hand in as best as I can to remove it. The hard bit with these, first of all, is disconnecting the plug. So this is where things can get a bit complicated, is trying to disconnect the plug while the bulb is still attached. So this is where little screwdrivers come in handy. I'll see if this will reach down to the point what I need to be on. I don't know what it is every time I start recording, all the exhausts and things like that, even with the garage doors closed. It seems to be every time. It's never been a loud car go by, and the minute you start recording, the phone rings, people start revving cars. So apologies for any background noise. Yeah, I think that bulb has been installed incorrectly because it's not really been... I'm trying my best here not to touch the bulb, but as you can see, I'm having to thread the thing through with my fingers, so there is going to be an element of where I may have to touch it slightly. I'll be a lot more careful with the new one. Just trying to lift it up to a point where I can get it out the gap. And there we go, out it comes. And that's what you call an HB4 bulb. It has the back built onto it. Only other car I think actually have these, believe it or not. It's a very rare bulb, this, in comparison to the H7 and H1s and H4s. But the only other bulb that cars use this bulb is the Astra RGs. They use this bulb as well. So just, again, use this as a reference when you're ordering bulbs. Don't just use stupid, like, checker things. Just go and have a look around before you order, because you will end up wasting money on bulbs. And once you've opened bulbs and people send you them out, they're usually very reluctant to give you your money back. So just make sure you order the right bulbs first. So I'll grab one of these out and we'll do a comparison. So there we go. Same kind of bulb as you can see, but just this has got like a blue ring, but it's got a white cutout, which allows white light at the same time. So you've got the blue light, and these are really good actually. I'm just checking that they've got the same wattages at the back. They should have, because they're original equipment. Let's have a look. 12 volt, 51 watt, 12 volt, 51 watt. So yeah, obviously just check that they're all correct in the lineup. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm just going to, I'll just put these down so I don't drop them. What I'm going to do is now, you've seen us take them out. To put it back in is exactly the same way, just in reverse. Like I've mentioned, do not, especially them halogen ones, do not touch them with your fingers unless you wear clean gloves, not a pair of oily gloves, clean gloves, and then put it back in. Then once I've got it back in, I'll cut back in and we'll see the difference. I'll try and turn some lights off in here, but again, we're not expecting LED and HID sort of wow, bright kind of thing, but believe me, once you get out onto a dark road, you really can tell the difference with these. So bear with us, I'll be back soon. I'll quickly cut back in. As I was building up, that was something I thought I would say. If you make note of these Phillips bulbs, these are like a high quality LED bulb. As you can see, they're nicely formed in a plastic casing. The tops of them are just like a dome, and everything's been built properly. So just don't buy them ones you can get on eBay, like a bag of 10 of them for like a couple of quid. They're absolutely rubbish. The ones where like you can literally just see all the little like SMD chips in them, like the Cree things. You want a proper, nice looking bulb. So remember, you can see this clear as day through the lens. So that looks just like a nice cap, where them ones with all them stupid little yellow dots in them, they just look rubbish, you know. But there was one final thing I wanted to say. Like this, where you've got to dismantle things, which most cars you do. Remember, LED bulbs are not like a standard bulb. They're polarised, so they only work one way, negative to positive. So plug it in, and you're doing a 50-50 bet here, because you don't know which terminal on it's negative and positive. So whatever way you put it in, you've got a 50-50 chance of it working. So pop the bulb into the holder like that, go around, and switch it on. Is it on? Yes, it is. Because if that was the other way, I just got lucky there. If that had been the other way, and I had built it all back up, I'd have to take it all back out again, then you just simply switch the bulb round, turn it 180 degrees, back in, and it'll work. So I just thought I would cut in and show that. I'll just finish off building it up now. Two other things I forgot to mention. I mean, this is like a show car, this to me. This is a 40,000 mile, 20-year-old car. It's practically like brand new. So first thing as well, when you put the bulbs back in, there's little rubber sealing rings, like where you push them in. The headlight bulbs don't normally have them, but the side light and like the indicator bulb where it goes into the unit, I'll just show you what I mean with this. That little rubber ring there. Make sure they don't fall out or you lose them, otherwise you'll find the lenses start to steam up. But a different thing here, I'm going along the lines of bulbs, but I just want to just add this one in. Whenever you take something apart like this, and now what you've got exposed is all of your inner wing area and all of this, which you normally can't. Again, if it's just a run-of-the-mill car and you're just interested in upgrading the bulbs, ignore this. But this is if you actually have a nice kind of car and you want to keep it right. Just get some kind of clear spray grease, not WD-40, just a grease, ideally clear, or wax oil, and just spray it down the side of the wing, because it gets it all of your inner wing and all of this kind of inner arch area, and it just adds a little bit of extra protection. Just while you've got it stripped down, you may as well make the best of something, you know, like killing two birds with one stone. So just thought I would add that one in there. Right, so welcome back to the video. As you can see, it's all built back up. It might be a bit dark in here because I've turned the lights off. So there's the original bulbs, and you've seen the amber one somewhere. So there we go. 3 new bulbs while we've been in there. Haven't bothered touching the main beam bulb, which there's not a great deal we can do with that. So I'll just go around and we'll switch on the side lights. We'll do a comparison. Side lights on. I just want something, you know, in the middle. I don't want super bright and all this, because it'll just ruin the look of this car. So we'll go on to this side. There's your standard. And how much better does that look? Daylight white. And as you can see, the blue from the blue bulb is reflecting. So even just with the side light on, you have that blue tinge into the lens. That's great. That's just like daylight white. We'll go around, switch like I've said, we won't be able to tell that much with this because it's not dark. But in fact, you can see. Just look at that there on this car, how orangey it is. And look how white that is. I'll tell you what, I'll see if I can close the boot. Yeah, that's better. In fact, do you know what it is? I wasn't expecting this being actually that good. But look at the difference there between that to the other one. You can see it shining down there. You can even see, do you know what it is? I didn't even think the camera would pick this up. But just off that alone, there's your proof. Definitely well worth 20 quid. I don't know how much you can tell difference looking into them like that to the camera, but I can definitely see by eye The other side is like daylight white looking. Don't know if you can tell on the camera, but can you see the other light on at the other side? That is fantastic, that. I didn't think these would work as good, but these HB4s are a much kind of more powerful bulb than your H7s and H1s and H4s. So yeah, that's really happy with that. We'll do it from this angle here. Yeah, definitely. I can even tell the camera's picking that up. And we'll do the hazards. I haven't got the keys in the car, so I can't do the different sides. So as you can see, that one. And there. So there we go. Like that type, it would be an MOT fail. If you've got a projector lens, you can get away with it, as I've demonstrated on the Passat. So there you go. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Leave a comment below, and I'll catch you next time.